pounds shy of 6,000 pounds, or 3 tons. I quit my job and I'm gonna start excavating. I'd like to work for myself, and digging just sounds like fun. There's not many videos on this, so I thought I'd shoot one for you. Alright, let's go. So I got the hydraulic thumb. I'll give you all the prices too, because that's one thing you can't ever find on the internet about construction equipment, is what they really cost. The thumb on this thing, you can see how massive it is. That sucker right there was $2,500. You work it with this switch right here. This toggle knob right here works that thing. Yes, that's an expensive option, but it's bound to be worth it. Give you some good views. This has got the hydraulic quick coupler. You can see in there that ram right there actuates this joint right here and grabs them buckets quickly, so you can change over everything. Here's your bucket hydraulic. Got a big, thick, heavy plate guard on it, so that thing's not going to be banged up. I like the coal covers on all these hoses to protect them. Got a big ring holding that thing in. This sucker is just massive. And it's also got these like nylon-ish covers on hoses if they're not covered in metal, which from what I understand, you can see more up there, down through here. They go up into the machine with them covers all the way up in there. Right here is a fuel tank drain. See that red in there? It's got one single huge pin for this arm. And looks like you got one hydraulic for boom left and right. That thing locks back there. It's got farm diesel. Your battery's in here, and you can see the fluid level right here to add distilled water or not. Got some fuses here, your glow plug, your main, and your starter. This would be your hydraulic pump under here, and here's where your hydraulic oil goes, down in there. Here's the top of the radiator for your coolant. There's your window for your operating level of hydraulic. Let me give you a view of the back here. The 25 is just an inch short of being 5 foot wide, track wise. Your coolant level with a little overflow. Your engine oil fill. You got your fuel filter right here, and this has a valve on it. On off. Got another valve. This is your water separator with another valve here. Your oil filter is right there. This is your throttle. Here's your engine oil check. Air filter box. Let's see. Got pretty good latches on this thing. A little foam for this is just one giant counterweight. You can see down in there where that thing bolts up, falls in there, and you just push up like that. I guess you can put you a big rope or something through there. So this one doesn't have the tracks that narrow in to get indoors, so you have to have 5 foot on this one. Here's where your hydraulic stuff is. Let me get you some close-ups in there. This is the thing right here that changes it over to different style, which way you want to use the joystick. Excuse me. You just lift that up and over that way for standard, or option on that side. I'm going to turn you sideways. See back in there. Looks like your bottom radiator hose. This thing is made to lift off. You can lock this if you want to. You got a little place. Got a cigarette lighter plug right there. You can store your wallet or manual in there. You got some guides right here. Grease points. How to adjust the tracks. And then the oil and water ports. So these are just footrests, they don't do anything on each side here. You fold these down to move your controls forward and backwards like a rocker. Put this mat back. Looks like a big heavy duty mat. So the seat looks like it has 3 adjustments. This one must be the amount of spring, how stiff this thing is. This one looks like it does the height of it. This one probably forward and backwards. 1-inch plate steel right there. You got a guard over this hydraulic that'll move your blade up and down. You got another big guard on here, this big plate. You have one light out here, and you have another light out here in that metal housing. So here's how the quick coupler works. You flip that open, you turn it on by holding that down like that, and then this toggles left and right. You just push it over there and hold it till that light turns green, I believe, and then you can operate your joysticks and get that thing off, and then opposite to get it back on. This button right here, it'll turn the machine down when you're not using it, the idle. PTO. The only thing I know about this is when it's up in that position, this thing beeps constantly. And looks like there's a little diagram on it right there. So what I was showing you before is this is your thumb. This is the way it's set up right now. And this is a horn. This turns your two lights on. I'll show you to start it. This thing has to be up. Just flip her over. I got it in auto idle mode. It's fairly quiet. You see that light's on? That's why this sucker's beeping. Well, watch this. That does yet. But to move it or do anything, you have to lock this down. And remember, we're in the option mode. So this right here, I know I can't zoom out no further, moves this thing backwards and forwards. And it's idling itself. Pushing down, pull back, it comes back. This right here is your blade up and down. I'll show you. Pushing down on it. Lift it plumb off the ground. Pull back, and your blade comes up. This one right here turns the whole cab left and right like this. And forward and backwards does that boom right there. I'll show you. Pushing that thing out, or I can pull it in. So that leaves the bucket left and right on this thing. So that way it'll go out. Here's your thumb. And then bucket in will be this way. There's a good view of that quick connect. Let me zoom in on that one. That's a handy feature right there. You got two little armrests, one right here that moves with this thing. And you got your other one right here. Kind of rest your forearm on. You can hear the throttle move with this. You hear that? It's a hydraulic throttle front idler. This little case right here is where you put your grease in that makes this idler go forward and lock its track on here. And you want that in the back when you're digging, because you want more weight in the back. And you got these offset rollers, 3 of them on the bottom. Got a big tie down right there. You got just a big piece of steel right there that rubber glides over. 4-foot 11-inch blade, same width as the tracks. You got more tie downs right here. This is the 24-inch bucket. 5 teeth. These are auxiliaries right here. There's one on each side, and that's what's doing the thumb. So more about price. I know y'all are curious. This thing is about like buying a car. Like I said, $2,500 for the thumb. The bucket, you get a 24 or an 18-inch bucket factory. I went for the 24 just to have a little more digging, and I also bought a 36-inch what's called a ditching bucket or a grading bucket. It's just 36 inches with no teeth, just a smooth blade on it. That was an additional $1,400. The tractor itself, $29,000. I had it delivered to my door for a total of $34,500. I didn't have to pay sales tax because I bought it out of Arkansas. They shipped it for free. This thing should last forever and a day with the proper maintenance. First maintenance is an oil change at 50 hours. And if you're in the market for one, I hope this video helped you decide on what you need. I'm planning on shooting more videos about jobs that I'm gonna do, and just about the lifestyle of doing excavation work. I've been in healthcare my entire life, and since I was 18 I went in the military as a medic, and I've done it ever since. So I'm looking forward to doing something different and not punching a clock. And I hope that this is going to be something that I can build up and leave to my son someday. This thing has got a safety pin. That's for that quick coupler. Now, oh, that's nice. It won't come out. It just stays in there, so you can't lose it. Here's the owner's manual. Big old book. Get 4-year, 4,000 hour warranty.